One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to Acrisure Stadium, home of the Pitt Panthers. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Pittsburgh Panthers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. And the Blue Devils will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
Well, and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
They'll run play action. Throws for the tight end. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
The big tight end tries to make a catch, and you could tell he extends for the ball, but great job by the defender getting in there, making the hit, dislodging the football out at the same time as he's going to catch it.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
Pitt will have to boot this one away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. So Duke's offense will go to work for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Breaks into the open. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Makes the grab on the left. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it's still a positive game.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Back to pass. They've got the screen set up. No, sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a third and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they make the connection, and he's got it at the 10-yard line, set up with a red zone opportunity. The Blue Devils line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
On target to the left. Still on his feet at the 45. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. Looking for a man. It's Mahoney. Snagged out of the air.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Panthers come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. They want to run this quarterback. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And they are stopped on 4th down. That decision will be questioned. Give to the running back. Turning it on. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Give him 105 yards rushing, and that should be no surprise. He's been among the nation's elite all season. The huge explosive play put him right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Coming out with it, it's Horn. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. A little screen to the running back. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. See what they dial up on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mahoney. Unloads it left. The sure hands, it's Carter. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quick handoff. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. That's the end of the period, and Duke has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. Pitt will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. That ball will make its way out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 15. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Here's the handoff. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
They'll move the tight end. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Dances away to buy time. Finds his tight end. And he's dragged down.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Awesome job there on 3rd down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down. He finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first.
Buying some time as he moves left. Looking deep. Pulls it in on the left. Open spaces. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Duke. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense is not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field, and they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
And with that incompletion, man, this crowd, I don't know that they are really happy about what's going on. I mean, they already built a deficit, and they don't have a lot to cheer about. They got to get some kind of rhythm, something going on this offense to ignite this fan base.
They couldn't connect on 2nd down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It'll be 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mahoney. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Pitt will have to boot this one away.
On to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. And there he goes. What a return there. Found a little running room and put his team in great position. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Tough run gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. He wants to change this route. Power football with the run. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Well, they needed 2 yards for that first down. The running back doing just enough to make sure he keeps this drive alive.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Oh, he's looking to throw. Got his man. Powers through. Touchdown, Blue Devils. And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
And the extra point makes it 28-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the Big Ten. Michigan State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. Sparty has picked itself up off the canvas before, and this group is capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Purdue. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this Big Ten battle.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final.
Well, the offense just taking what the defense gives them there. There's a lot of cushion out in coverage, so that was just too easy for the quarterback. Spits it out, and they pick up the first.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
To the air. It's Mahoney. Rushes on him. He's going to take off. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pitt will line up to punt it away. Here's the return. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. He might want another play. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Makes the catch. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Trying play action. Scrambling away. On the run deep down the right side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with this intended target.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Blue Devils will line up to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3 and out the last time they had the ball. Looking to the big tight end. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here comes the offense back onto the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking to buy time. Trying to escape and get it himself. He found a little opening and got loose. They couldn't stop him in the backfield, so a solid pickup there. Looking for a chunk play on second and short. Setting up the screen. There he goes. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Duke. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
And when you run these screen plays, you're trying to get your playmaker the ball in space, and what a great job. They get it to the running back. But look at the blocks out in front. Everybody paving the way, creating some space, and then he's got so much speed, he can take care of the rest. Really, really nice screen pass.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. The give to the back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They're dealing with a second and long. To the air, it's Mahoney. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them, and guess what?
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He put it out there for him, and the senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. And you don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
He makes the grab. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Okay, ready?
And the Blue Devils come to the line with a fresh set of downs.
Jackrabbit.
Wants to go up top on first down. Zings it complete to the right. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. He's got it on the move. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has put on a display in the first half, and they have a chance to tack another one on before the break. Now on the move. Touchdown, Blue Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
42, hit, 0.
He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Looking to throw, it's Mahoney. Quickly to the tight end. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Punt is in the air on 4th down. He'll field it close to the 50. There he goes. Open it up. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They're already in great field goal position here, David. The question is, how aggressive do they get?
Full throttle. Be aggressive. Try to get the touchdown here, man. Suck it.
And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Base 27 jump.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Sends it downfield. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw to your primary target like he was on that last one.
Lining up to convert 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. Blasted as he lets it go.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just trot him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Under a minute to play here in the first half, and the offense will take a knee, and that is how we'll wrap up the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, you've been calling a first-rate game so far today in Pittsburgh. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the guys on the north side of Pittsburgh.
Pitt will try to boot this thing deep to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Not sure they had to make many adjustments at halftime as they try to build on this lead here in the third. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be...
He'll off one deep down the left side. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
You've got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half. And here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
They'll give it on the counter. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And look, I know this offense made some adjustments at halftime, and they couldn't wait to get back out on the field and try to generate a score. But their defense is playing lights out. So to me right now, this is a no-brainer. After the incompletion on third, just punt it away and let your defense eat.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. Makes the grab. It's Whitaker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Leaves it with the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Panthers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Motion from the back. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Pitt will have to boot this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with...
Oh, he's got some space. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And these short yardage situations, it all comes down to the up front. Like, who can win the battle up front? Can you get a hat on a hat? And they do. This offensive line, they get on the D-line, they create just enough space, understand short yard situation, fall forward, and get a first down.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Dangerous screen into traffic. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll go to the ground. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do.
Snags it on the right. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. We're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Breaks into the open. Make the stop at the 40, but he's got 15 yards on that one and a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Savage. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Guys, time has expired here in the quarter, and Duke is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's the pressure. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield.
It's been really hard on this quarterback all game long. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give this defense so much credit because they've done a really nice job on the back end in coverage, but they've also been able to affect his rhythm with a solid pass rush, and you saw it right there getting the sack.
Lost one deep down the right side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Pitt will line up to punt it away. able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. And the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Out across the 20 to the 21-yard line, a 3-yard gain.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Blue Devils send out the punt unit.
Number 15, on to punt it away.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
Wants to throw on third. Finds the tight end. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Pitt will have to boot this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
He makes the catch at the 10. They'll get him corralled and down at about the 19-yard line.
And the Duke offense will take over.
And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drop. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And every time he gets brought down, everybody kind of gasps for a second because you're already on quarterback number 2, and you got to protect him. You got to keep him upright and the least amount of hits as possible because you definitely don't want to go to QB number 3.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chain. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's fourth down. And the Blue Devils will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The Pitt offense back on the field and ready to roll. After 3 consecutive punts, we'll see if they can dial up something that can get this offense moving forward. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And you can tell, all eyes on this dude. Like, this defense is dialed in. They're going to try to continue to stop the run. You can tell, Palmer, it's the main focus of this defense.
Yeah, when we know with this offense, too, they go how this...
Turning it on! Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. He's got an open man. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Pittsburgh going to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you could tell. They were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
Oh, man, he almost picked that one off in the end zone. Instead, it'll be third down. He wants to throw it again. Under fire. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. This try will come from the left hash, and he'll try to curl it in from 38. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. I wouldn't say they cut into the deficit. They sort of microscopically edged off the deficit. Still a mountain to climb. And he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21.
First and 10.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the fourth quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down. So
There he goes. Big pickup before he goes out of bounds, but there is a flag. We'll have to see if it stands.
Hold offense.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Here comes the offense on second down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23.
And I tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The Blue Devils will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground.
And your Pittsburgh Panthers will take over.
The Pittsburgh offense is back on the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent today.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on for the next game. Maybe something right here I can create positive that carries over to practice and maybe next week.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People were fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite than what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.